beats us to the punch.
Hey there, Bare Knuckle News fans. I'm here with the big boss, the CEO, the man who created Bare Knuckle, BKFC President David Feldman. Well, Dave, I'm not exactly sure how to react to these fights tonight. There were so many wins, so many fighters out there, so many fighters pushing themselves, and then the main card, unbelievable.
It started off with a bang. Two fighter tonights for the first and second fight, and then the KO tonight was the third fight. So I was like, this is going to be unbelievable. Then we had the girl fight that was lackluster, and then we had another fight that wasn't so great, and then it just picked up and ended beautifully. Great night. Miami always brings it. We crowned a new 165 champion. Gogo fought a really great fight. It was very entertaining, very good night.
What are some of the other things that we can talk about? You had the Prospect Series this week. Let's talk about that.
So the Prospect Series is like, I talked to the team and I'm like, let's do the Prospect Series, or remember we did Total Line? Yeah. I said, let's do this league to try to build, and it just didn't really work the first time. And then I was like, I'm bringing in all these big names and building Bare Knuckle like from the top down. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? Because I'm like, UFC got really big when they got a reality show, right? But not really. They got really big when everybody started taking MMA lessons, when gyms were teaching MMA. That's when they got big. So now I'm like, let's start from the ground up so people start teaching Bare Knuckle in gyms, and that's when it's going to really become a global phenomenon.
That's such a smart thing, and I don't even know how many decades it's been, centuries. BKFC President David Feldman has been fighting for the sport to be legalized for, I would say, 15, 20 years now, and it's legalized in how many states?
Right now we're 24 states. We will do shows in 18 states in 2024 and in 12 countries. We're going to do 78 events next year. 78. We did 3 events the first year, 5 events the second year, 11 events, 20 events, and now this year is going to be like 30 so events, and then next year is going to be over double that.
Can you tell us who Fight of the Night and KO of the Night was?
Fight of the Night was Jomi and Esteban Rodriguez and Freddie Masabo and Bovar. I gave double Fight of the Night because I thought they were 2 great fights. And then KO tonight was Rambo Russo. He did phenomenal. Stretch his guy. That was a great fight. And then I'm also going to give out some more bonuses tonight. I'm always about the fighters, right?
Yeah, you are.
And I heard that some people on my team were not really treating the fighters so great. Like just kind of treating them like numbers. And I promised them they're never going to be numbers. Like they're always going to be people. So I gave them a little bit of extra money, showed them that I care about them, and I just want they become our ambassadors, right? So we treat them right. They talk to us great about other people. We treat them like sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, TV land. Don't treat them that good. Then they tell people, right?
I think the big thing that attracts me to the sport and attracts the other fighters is not only is it a developing sport, which is so raw and intense, but you as the owner are a former competitor yourself. So you can really get into the mind of the fighter and understand the complexities and the mental game behind it. So you've not only brought a new sport to the thing, you've really become kind of, should I call you the godfather of Bare Knuckle? Because they call me the godmother, so I'm going to call you the godfather.
Sure, why not? But you know what it is? You hit the nail on the head. Like, I understand how it feels to get punched in my face. I know what you have to do for a weight cut. I know what you have to do to train yourself, to not, be with your woman, to not do different things that you have to do in order to get ready for a fight. I get it. I get the frustrations that it takes to get there. So they need to be treated at least human, right? At least treat them like human beings. And then when you want to take care of them, if they take care of you by fighting really hard, you take care of them back. And it's a win-win, and it works well, and I think that's why we're blowing up.
Before we go tonight, can you give us any scoop of any of the new countries you're going to be in?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So we're actually going to announce any day that we're starting Mexico. BKFC Mexico will start in March. That'll be a monthly series with a TV network from Mexico. April, we start in South Africa. A bi-monthly series there. Is that bi-month? Yeah, every other month. And then we had the UK, and we're actually, I think it's going to be around May or June where we have our first fight in Italy.
Oh, I got to come to that. I'm Italian, I don't speak it. I speak Spanish only. All right, so anything else you'd like to talk about, Sherry? I do have one final question to ask you. You've been in all the cities so far. We know Miami brings it. But what is your favorite city that you've been in right now that has had the most excitement and energy fight-wise for you?
You know, Miami has a lot of energy. The guys really come to fight. I love it here, as you know. I think I'm going to have to go with Albuquerque. Albuquerque is just crazy, man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable crowd. Denver's great, too. Look, I think the more and more states that we open up, the more and more cities we go to, the more people that watch this live, we're going to get more and more cities like that.
I have to agree with you. I think Albuquerque is the bomb. I really enjoyed myself there. All right, David Feldman, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
So thanks for watching, you guys, and make sure to tune into all the fights in the BKC app. For Bare Knuckle News, I'm Susan Segura, and this is
David Feldman.
And remember, come on, David, nobody beats us
beats
in
us in a
punch.